Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Dahl and welcome to The Optimal Thought. First off, I want to thank you for watching our first video. We're excited to start creating content and hope to keep doing it regularly. The purpose of this channel is for us to take some of the things that we've learned, compile it together and share it with you. But also, we want to hear from you. We want to learn from you. So if at any point you feel like you've gotten value out of our video, or you think that we've missed something and you have something that you want to say, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. We'd love to start a dialogue with you. So with that said, the first video is going to be 7 things that I've learned after college. Now, this isn't just for the 22-year-old who just graduated college. This is really a video for people who are becoming adults, hopefully to learn before they become adults, but also people that may be adults. There may be something in this video that you don't know yet, or maybe something that you just need a reminder of. So hopefully something in this video will bring value to your life. All right, so with that said, the first one is to always have multiple streams of income. I think this is more real today than it ever has been. Over the past 6 or 7 months, we've seen a skyrocket in unemployment. The analogy that I heard is not my original analogy, but that I like to use is to think of your life as a table, and streams of income are the legs to that table. If you have one stream of income, you have one leg. That table, although if it's balanced right, it can be supported. But if that one leg goes away, your table falls. So if you have multiple streams of income, that table is going to be more balanced, and if it loses one stream, it's going to be okay. All right, so number 2 is no debt is good debt. Yeah, I just said that. Now, I know this is controversial, but hang on. Let me explain myself, and maybe one of these days I'll make another video to kind of explain this further. But right now, let's look at the national averages. The average American has $78,000 and some change in debt, while the national household income averages in around $59,000 and some change. That's a pretty large gap. Now, some people may be able to use debt as a tool, and they may be able to leverage it a little bit, but on the average person, that doesn't work, including myself. I'm speaking from experience of being in debt. Millionaires don't get where they are by being in debt. In fact, if you look at studies of millionaires, a lot of them instead chose better financial decisions and stayed out of debt to achieve their status. All right. So number 3 is to have a network around you who has done or who is doing the things that you want to do. Jim Rohn has a quote, and I'm sure you've heard it, that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now, we can easily derive from that we need to surround ourselves with people who have similar goals. That will make achieving those goals easier. But something I like about this is it takes it a step further. It says to go out and find people who have also done the things that you want to do. This is people who have been successful at it. You can ask them questions. You can be like, hey, what failures did you make along the way? What ultimately led you to success? You can tell them where you are and get feedback from them. And with this, you're more likely to get to where you want to go. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. It's going to help our channel grow and reach more people with our content. Okay, moving on. Number 4, do less to do more. Now, this is personally one of my favorites. In our society of fast computers and quick entertainment, we often think that we can do a lot more than we actually can. We'll create a to-do list and we'll fail to do everything on it, and the next day we'll create another to-do list. Instead, it's strategic to take a step back and figure out what are the 1 or 2 things I can do today that will make everything else easier. And you'll see the dominoes line up and fall down. Now, I think this is something that a lot of people need to think about more. So I'm probably going to create another video on this. But for now, I'm going to link 2 books in the description below. The first one is The One Thing by Gary Keller. And then the second one is Start Finishing by Charlie Gilkey. Number 5, how you set goals is just as important, if not more important, than the steps you take to achieve those goals. Now, for when I set my goals, I like to use the SMARTER framework. And the definition of the letters in the acronym depend on which website you read it on. But the one that I like to use is specific, measurable, actionable, risky, time-keyed, exciting, and relevant. I can't believe that I got through all that and remembered it. Now, we can spend a lot of time kind of fleshing out the definitions of each one of these letters and giving good examples and bad examples, but I think for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. However, I will throw in this free thing, so this really could be the 8 things I learned after college. Since we're talking about goals, it's to learn to celebrate the small wins. So instead of looking from where you set the goal and seeing how far you fell short, instead look from where you were. Spend that time in reflecting, be like, wow, look how far that I came. So number 6, having a different opinion than someone is not a bad thing. Now I know that this is a little different than the rest of the items on this list, but I think it's really important, especially today. This video is being filmed in September of 2020, and there is a lot of controversy, there's a lot of people with different opinions. And I think if we were to all kind of be patient and not get offended so easily, and instead learn to have a discussion with people with different opinions, then we'll learn something, and hopefully so will the other person. Number 7, rest is key to productivity. Arianna Huffington, the founder of the Huffington Post, once passed out in her office and fell and broke her cheekbone because she was so sleep deprived. Is that worth it? You may think that pulling all-nighters or staying up late to reply to emails is helping you pull ahead, but instead it's getting you closer and closer to burnout. And once you hit this point, it's pretty hard to fix. One of the things that I recommend doing is to have an evening ritual, something that gets you away from screens, helps you relax before you go to bed. Rest is key to staying healthy both mentally and physically. All right, so that's the first video. Thanks for watching. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I do want to learn from you as well. So please comment below something that you've learned since you became an adult, something that you think is going to add value to someone else's life. Also, please feel free to comment topics that you want to hear talked about. We're always looking for new ideas, and we would love to start that discussion. And finally, I want to challenge you guys to do something nice for someone random this week. See you next time.